What's up, everybody? It is episode 262. I hope I got that one right. But anyway, welcome to episode 262. It's another Saturday, another week with your boys, Rev, Coach, and your boy Red is in the house. Armani not with us this week, but you know he with us in spirit. We'll definitely hear from him or definitely get his pick soon. But anyway, it's another show for us. What we talking about this week? Well, a couple of players going down. Injury bug is hitting hard. We got Kyler Murray going down. We got Steph Curry going down. Sad moment for the Mike Leach show. Mike Leach era is done because Mike Leach passes on. We'll get into that. Chris Beard, Texas coach, just goes wow. We'll definitely get into that. The NBA renames his hosts his regular season awards. I wonder what the awards sound like if we all renamed them ourselves. We'll definitely get into that. The Marcus Mariota era is over in Atlanta and the Desmond Ritter era begins. Well, Marcus didn't like that decision, so now Marcus don't even have a team because he quit. We'll definitely get into that. Must be the money in MLB baseball because they sure are spending lots of it. Definitely gonna get into that. NFL picks, recaps, not wasting any more time. Let's get this episode started now. It's gonna be fire.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Red and Red Sports Show, and it happens to be episode 261 rather than 262. But nevertheless, Ed and Coach, we're coming to you live from A, T,
L,
as I'm coming to you live from East Coast, PA, that is from 19320 Coachville, Pennsylvania. And we're coming to give you real sports talk because we are real sports fans. We're real sports athletes who have what, gentlemen?
Real
sports knowledge.
So hang out with your boys, Rev, and Coach, as we bring to you episode 261 of the Red and Red Sports Show. And as is our sports custom on the show, we turn our numbers attention to our comparable numerologist, Coach Patrick Thomas, as long as he doesn't give us anyone or anything associated with the Pittsburgh Steelers. What you got for us, Coach?
One of these days, I'm going to lift that band, and I'm just going to go in and call it out like it is. I think it's outright prejudice. But moving on. Going with the number 61, we got us one of them guys, old Buck Believes called one of them road graders, one of them big old boys on the line who played for the Dallas Cowboys for many years. He's a two-time All-Pro, won some part of the Super Bowls. And yes, if he ain't in the Hall of Fame, he will be. Number 61, 261 goes to big old Nate Snacks Newton, baby, for the Dallas Cowboys. Nate Newton.
All right, Coach.
Or you can say Fig Newton, either one. I don't.
All right, well, both Big Nate played during all of our lifetime, so we appreciate giving us that one. Big time. Offensive lineman for the Dallas Cowboys, used to move that line, allow Emmitt Smith to get some big holes to run into. Lord, and how mercy those holes used to be big, and Brother Newton used to be part of that offensive line. That was great for Emmitt Smith. All right, thank you, Coach, for giving us somebody who was not a Pittsburgh Steeler. We truly appreciate the kindness today, and it seems like the VP is the only one representing the Reverend Nation. He's slamming down the gavel, beginning another fire session of the Red and Red Sports Show. And he says, Coach, I'll begin the Steeler petition so that you're allowed to give a Steeler on episode. He said, all right, brother. All right. We might be able to lift it by 275. That'll give us about approximately like 3-4 months of no Steelers. So that may be good. All right. What's up, Dante Armstrong? He's giving you your props, Coach. He said Nate Newton. Good one. All right. Anybody else who's watching the broadcast, feel free to chime in your comments. Help the show be the show that it is. Also, feel free to hit the share button. Let somebody know what you're watching today on the Red and Rev Sports Show. And the VP says Nate Snacks Newton fumbling the ball against the Dolphins on Thanksgiving Day. Yeah, that is indeed a football classic memory.
Was it Newton or Leon Lett?
No, yeah.
Yeah,
That's wrong.
that was Leon Lett. That's right.
Leon Lett,
VP.
VP. Yeah, get him, coach.
I'm sorry, VP. I don't know why I co-signed with you. My bad.
You was co-signing hard. I was like, wait a minute. That was Lett that was sitting in the locker room crying. Leon Lett.
Yeah. All right, let's get ready to go on. He said, my bad. My bad. Same bill, different number. That's a good way to get back out of that. All right, gentlemen, y'all know how we do it. Let's get ready to do our dope, nope, cope, and dope, nope, and cope moments for this week. Dope, our greatest moments, nope moments, our flawed moments, and cope, things we still crying on, trying to make sense of. All right, Coach, what you got, man? What are you doping on?
My dope moment was for a man that they don't talk about in the NBA, but he got his props the other night. The man with the same name, Bowl, who got a rebound at his end, went coast to coast for a 7'4" did a spin move and dunked on somebody for the basket. You never hardly see a 7'4" guy dribble from end to end, but I had to give him props for that. That was a nice move. You'll never see it again probably in the next 15 years, but hey, he did it. My dope moment goes to Bowl.
Oh, yeah. He actually happened to do it against the Atlanta Hawks the other night. Yep. That's who he made that move against. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Red. What you got? Doping on.
I'll keep it NBA related. My dope moment goes to one Kobe Bryant's cousin, Tommy Bryant for the LA Lakers. As he showed up big, especially last night. AD went down and Tommy came off the bench and gave us 21 and some very important rebounds, some very important defensive minutes. I've been watching you, Tommy. You've been doing okay when you come in for sub minutes and then when AD is not on the floor. So Tommy Bryant, dope. You keep playing like that, Thomas, and the Lakers will do some things because we need all the contributions we can from the guys on the bench. And you stepping in from AD, that was a very dope moment. Help us get that win last night. So dope, Thomas Bryant, Kobe's nephew.
Winning. I don't think that's in real life, but okay, we got you.
Hey, it's all part of the Laker family.
I got you. I am doping on one Joel Embiid. I had the privilege and opportunity to be at the Wells Fargo Center last Sunday night at 6 p.m. where Joel Embiid went nuts on the Charlotte Hornets where he dropped 53 points to go along with his consecutive streak of 30-point games. I think he's at 5 or 6 now. He has truly been balling, and now he has definitely put his name in the MVP race. Joel Embiid is doing his thing. Oh, yeah. All right, Red, what do you
Red, are you taking advantage of your Sixer season ticket package?
No doubt about it. I got to take advantage of it because they take a nice little chunk of my money each month. So I got to take it.
Hey, man, I feel you. Go watch out. I'll be going to the games too.
Yeah, no diggity, no doubt. What are you noping on, Red?
Oh, what am I noping on? I got a few options. I guess I'll go with Navy's coach. I mean, man, well, not Navy's coach, but Navy firing their coach after the loss to Army. Wow. I mean, quick trigger. I mean, I thought Buddy was doing good, but that was kind of a shock. I mean, I didn't know our armed forces took the football game so seriously, but wow. I mean, it was a real good game, too. I mean, went to overtime. Navy had their chances. Army did, too, but Army made a few more plays. And, of course, the Navy running back fumble. That's the one they should have fired or kicked off the team. They should have sent him to the Coast Guard or the Marines, but not the coach, man. Come on. That was a good game. But anyway, note to Armani's Navy, as sensitive as he is, firing a coach off of one little loss. Come on, Armani. Y'all got to do better than that. Get coach another chance. God, I wish I thought Armani was going to be on the show. That was going to be directed to him. But anyway, Navy, come on now. You're going to get rid of anybody. Get rid of that running back, that fumble, not the coach, because that team was playing for him.
All righty. No.
Oh, thanks, Real.
No. No! My bad.
With those delayed special effects.
Yeah. I am noping on Reds, Laker, Anthony Davis, who he calls Bubblegum. I got to go to utilizing my season tickets. Last Friday, he choked by not hitting 2 free throws that could have sealed the game against the Philadelphia 76ers at Wells Fargo Center last Friday. Then he comes back this week having the chance to let the Lakers go up by 4 with a few seconds left. All he had to do was hit 2 free throws. 1 free throw would have made it a 3-point lead. He chucked up both of them, and the Lakers wind up losing to the Celtics, a game that they had in hand the other night. So therefore, I got to give my note moment to Anthony, as Red calls him, Bubblegum Day.
Bricks. Terrible.
Definitely some bubblegum moments. Definitely.
Terrible.
Coach, what are you noping on, sir?
My no moment goes to one Todd McShay, who had his draft board out, but yet he comes up and says Jalen Carter's going high. In the next breath, he comes up talking about Jalen Carter has some character issues. Does he get along with everybody? What's he like to deal in the locker room? Todd, I'm going to need you to provide some receipts on this, partner, because you just can't put a guy up that high, then all of a sudden you pull up invisible character issues. As far as I know, Jalen Carter has done nothing but play football. Now, he may have some character issues with other teams when he's sacking that quarterback, but as far as in the locker room, he hadn't done anything. What are you talking about? So, Todd, either you issue an apology, get some receipts, or I'm going to call my partner on his direct line, Mel Kiper Jr., and tell him to destroy you when y'all have your little draft party going on at the end of before the football season ends. Note moment, Todd McShay.
Oh, come on! Yeah, that was poor taste by Todd McShay, no doubt about it.
And he don't have. Where did all this come from? He's like Coach say, you need to have some receipts. You better have something to back this up. You can't just throw news out there like that. And yeah,
I'm like, Tyrek, you can't do that.
Maybe
no.
Is he trying to get Jalen to one of his teams or something, hoping his draft stock drop?
I don't know.
We'll see. All right. I am coping on all these bitter SWAC fans still crying about Deion Sanders. Guess what? Y'all talking about, I thought he was supposed to lead a movement. I thought he was supposed to make some impact. Guess what? He did make an impact. He did start a movement. He's just not sticking around to see the movement through. He gave you the blueprint. Guess what? If he didn't start a movement, y'all wouldn't be crying about him leaving. So he must have done something. So stop crying. Stop. He made the SWAC money. He gave JSU new facilities. Move on. The man's season is over. And I love what he said. He said, it's amazing. Y'all believe when I tell y'all God told me to come to JSU, but all of a sudden y'all want to doubt when he tells me that I need to go elsewhere. He said, it's amazing how y'all think God speaks to you about him. God don't work like that. So, I love what he said. But anyway, stop complaining. You got your time in the sunshine, SWAC. He gave you the blueprint. Move on. He never told you, as he said, that there was going to be a tombstone with my name on it at JSU. So go on somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, Valley wouldn't have said nothing like that.
Now, Valley would have cherished everything that he did. I would agree to that.
He took one of our he took our head coach and nobody said a word. Everybody was like, "Good luck, God bless you, man. Glad you got the promotion." Yeah. It's not that big a deal. He's just a coach.
All right, Coach. Since you talk about coaches, what are you coping on?
I'm coping for one school, and that is the University of Oklahoma, who seems to not be able to keep any quarterbacks lately. Spencer Ritter, gone. Caleb Williams, gone. Now the latest is Evers. He's going to Wisconsin, and I don't know what Oklahoma has and bullet they have in the chamber, but they got to cope with losing all these quarterbacks for some mysterious reason. Nobody wants to stay in Oklahoma. So my coat one goes to the Oklahoma Sooners, who may never return to prominence again. And side note, remember you are entering the SEC.
You have got to be kidding.
All right, Red, close it out. What are you coping on?
Well, not me, but Cleveland Brown fans are gonna be coping with Deshaun Watson if he don't start playing better. Man, I know he just got back, but these first 2 games, boy, you talk about rust. I mean, it's rust so much rust. Them pipes about to bust. I mean, whoo, come on, Deshaun now. They paying you big time money. You had 11, 13 weeks to get ready to play. We expect something a little bit better now. Like I said, it's getting to the point you having more court cases than touchdown drives. But, man, you better turn that around real soon. Now, you got a game today against the Baltimore Ravens, and it's at home, too. So I'm sure the Brown fans want to see a little something positive they can take in the next season. So come on, Deshaun. You got to show the fans something more than your legal issues, okay? So I know Browns fans are coping with Deshaun Watson's poor play, and they are hoping that he makes a difference sometime soon. Or they're going to be coping with a whole more lot than that. And that contract is huge, and it is long. You're gonna be in the Russell Wilson categories if you don't start getting together, Deshaun. So come on, Deshaun. Do better. Play better.
All right, we're gonna give Deshaun a little time, give him an off season to show his worth. You know, it's kind of hard to get back in football like that. You know, we saw that with Michael Vick. So we'll see what happens. All right, let's go to Revenant Nation, see what they're talking about.
I finally showed up.
Yeah, we got some bodies in the Revenant Nation now, so we can hear the president. I think is chimed in. Miss Dana has chimed in. So, folks, they the one to come late to the party. We won't hold that against them. Hello to you, Sister Brickers. Good morning to you, Mr. President, catching Peruvian.
Oh yeah, he out there fishing.
Lake Pontchartrain. Yeah, I saw the big old fish he caught. Brother Woodruff doping on his 49ers winning the NFC West Division with a third-string QB who is playing pretty good, no diggity, no doubt. Rev with the Hawks dig. Dana Brick is dope. The Eagles doing their best, shutting out all the noise. Still ain't shutting no noise over here. 12-1. Best quarterback they faced has been what's my man in Minnesota name?
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, that's the best quarterback they faced.
What? Are you serious? God. Oh, that's not looking good.
You know, I mean, I haven't Ryan.
Real gonna be on y'all for that one. Y'all gotta play some good quarterback. Man, they had a weak schedule.
They gotta play the schedule ahead of them. They've done a great job, but I mean, I can't get excited when you're not beating the likes of Allen, Mahomes. You know,
man, they ain't played nobody this year. What kind of schedule they got?
It's been very favorable.
Yeah, I see. 12-1.
Danny Dimes twice. You had Cooper Rush one time. Taylor Heineke, and they lost to him. I mean, come on, man. You know, they're beating the schedule. I can't.
They lost to Taylor Heineke though.
Yeah, they lost to Taylor Heineke.
Oh man, that's not good, Miss Daniels.
In their favor is that most of the powerhouse quarterbacks are in the AFC. That's the benefit that they have.
Yeah,
you can't.
The Eagles are boring.
Greg Rose got me up here Googling Thomas Bryant. The president's doping on all the baseball players getting that bag. Yeah, they'll get some mutant. Especially shortstops. What happened upon those 6 tickets via the collection train? That was an offer. Come on, man. They paid me.
Probably came from Miss Dana trying to get ready to go to the game.
Oh my good. Nope. Skip Bayless taking personal shot at Uncle Shay. I applaud Shannon Sharp. Yeah, he had a right to go through Skip Bayless's face the other day.
Yeah,
questioning him as a player, talking about he's jealous of Tom Brady. Yeah. Sister Dana Brick is coping with the media trying hard to tear my young QB down, period. I mean, hey, I hope y'all keep on with it. So when he gets that bag and y'all start losing, I've seen this. We've seen what this looks like in Atlanta. That's why Atlanta is in football purgatory right now, because you gave a player who cannot offset the flaws of the team all the money. Jalen Hurts is good. You see, he became very good when A.J. Brown came on the team. When you start having to lose some of the talent on defense, some of the talent on offense, because you pay this guy who is not worth $40 million, you're going to see what happens. But, you know, hey, Rev is a hater. I'll take that. And then I'll tell you, I told you so later.
He might want to take a cap-friendly deal.
He better.
Yeah.
If he wants to keep to keep the train going.
I hope so, because that would be best for him, because I know what you're saying. He is a player that got skill and talent, but he needs that team around him.
Yes, sir.
That team is good.
He can't put no team on his back.
I wouldn't even want to be honest with you.
He ain't no Mahomes. He ain't no Allen. Come on now, stop it.
Nah, Mahomes. He definitely. I wouldn't put him up there. I mean, he could, even if he win MVP in the Super Bowl. The thing is, he's the right quarterback for that team at this time.
We seen it. We saw a one-hit wonder in Matt Ryan. We seen it. All right, never mind. We hate.
Yeah, we got to see this through time, because he wasn't doing that. We got to see this through, at least give us 3 or 4. If he give us 3 or 4 years consistent of this, then we can come back to the table.
I'll retract every statement I've ever made.
Matthew.
All right.
And we definitely need to see how he finish up this year.
Yeah, that's true too. Zion Clark will be making his MMA debut tonight in the Gladiator Challenge. He has no legs. I'll leave it at that. Too early to go. Sometimes folks come into your life for a season. Coach Prime came into JSU's life for a season. Folks need to move on with this. What's done is done. Enjoy the progress that was achieved. Build on that for sure. Sister Brick is noping on Chris Sims, thinking Jalen Hurts is no better than Gardner Minshew. That may be a stretch.
No, Chris Sims
now. Oh my God.
Yeah, that I think that may be a little bit misguided.
Chris Sims ain't no better than Gardner Minshew. That's what he's saying.
Definitely.
Right.
Since I got my QBs back today, I'll stay in that lane, but that's a definite no. Rev with the irrelevant. It was very relevant. Very relevant. It's ridiculous. Nobody said, okay, listen what I'm saying. Nobody said he was Mahomes, but he shouldn't get paid like Mahomes. That's the point.
Oh, no way. No way. He better not. Yeah, he definitely ain't worth that contract.
That's the point. Okay. When you start paying people $40 million, that's Patrick Mahomes territory. So you're paying him to be like Mahomes. That's the point I mean.
He better take a cap-friendly deal. Eagles need to have flexibility to put pieces around this guy for the duration of his career if he want to keep winning consistently.
Exactly. He's Gardner Minshew, a great QB, it's for sure.
He ain't a great QB player though.
No. And that's why y'all winning.
Yeah, he's still on his rookie deal.
He hadn't gotten paid yet. That's why the Eagles are stout on offense and stout on defense, because you're not paying them $40 million. I'm thinking long term. I ain't thinking about 2022. That's what I'm thinking about. And he's in place to get that bag real soon, Ms. Brickers.
Next year, to be honest with you. Look, Jalen's smart. He just don't be holding out. Don't say, I got to be the highest paid. I need that Mahomes money. No, dude. Wherever, you just need to take the best cap-friendly deal you take. They going to pay you. You're going to get between 20 and 30 million, but you don't need to be holding out for 40. Or if the cap rises, you say, oh, I need 45. I need 50. Or I ain't coming on the field. Dude, are you crazy? No way.
Miss Dana. 2 words, Miss Dana, that Jalen Hurts need to remember. Tom Brady.
Yeah.
That's all you need to remember.
That's how
you know what? That's exactly the route. That's $20 million a year, every year.
Brady
$20 million a year. They ain't quarterbacks act like they can't live off that.
Brady, that's why Brady has more rings than any other QB. And just think about it. We can look at what happened to Aaron Rodgers just this year. What he say? They're going to end up with Jared Lorenz. But check it out. Think about it. What does Aaron Rodgers decide to do? I want to be the highest paid quarterback. What does that do? Sacrifice his best wide receiver, Devontae Adams. Where are the Green Bay Packers this year? Nowhere.
Struggling.
And that's all I'm trying to say, Sister Danny. Y'all rolling. But what y'all need to fight against is the more the Eagles keep winning, the more Jalen Hurts smelling himself, the more he gonna think he gonna get paid. And you all do not want him making $40 million. I'm telling you that. No hate. No hate. I'm just trying to help you participate as long as you can with these W's.
25 should be the most. I mean, if you really want to keep a good team, I mean, 20, 25, Jalen, come on, man. Well, you ain't spending big like that. Just take a cap-friendly deal. But we know, who knows? He might fool us and tell his agent, look, I don't need the bag. I just need half of the bag. I mean, I want to make sure I keep a good team around me. Don't go crazy like you Joe Burrow now.
We talk too much and we don't listen. Not once did you say anything about Jalen not getting the bag. That's what we've been talking about. So when did you make that statement about Jalen getting the bag? We brought the discussion to the table, not you. We did.
Yeah, we talking Miss Dana now. We just breaking it down for the other listeners about Jalen Hurts.
Futuristic. That's what we talk about. Futuristic. We brought that discussion, so we didn't need to listen to something you didn't say.
I'll let you deal with Rev on tomorrow, Miss Dana.
You still all right with me, but you talking about we can't listen to something you didn't bring to the table. All right. But nevertheless, we gonna move on. Sending you back, sending love to you, Miss Dana. We love you. We love you. I'm gonna give you a big hug at church tomorrow.
We do love you, Miss Dana. So don't worry about that. But we breaking it down. Look, I'm sure I'll say the same thing on my page. When contract time comes for Jalen Hurts, do not go crazy, dude. You are not Joe Burrow. You are not Pat Mahomes. You might be, shoot. I don't even think Josh Allen is Josh Allen, real, to be honest with you. I think he might need to take a step back because he needs some players around him.
Yeah, Miss Dana. Some people don't understand.
Some people don't understand. That's exactly what I was about
to say. Not you.
And guess what?
Not you. Some other people.
And guess what? I've talked to some of them in Pennsylvania too who don't understand that.
Yeah, I'm sure some Eagle fans who think he worth all that money. They are the ones who really need a reality check, Miss Dana. So let Real preach to them.
Red, remember I used to tell you the same thing about Matt Ryan? And you were one of them guys, pay my quarterback. Pay my
Matthew.
Well, actually, Rev, I just said it was. Remember my words, Rev? I said he was getting market value. Remember I kept saying market.
He deserves it. I said, Red, you don't want that. I told Red that because we actually were on Maceo and Glazer's show talking about it. We did a segment on our show, and I was trying to preach to Red. We don't want that. He got to get market value. He got to. And Red finally came to see the light some years.
Maceo's with me too, and he stayed on that path even after we realized how big a mistake that was. He kept supporting it even after I found the light. I could believe that.
But he don't say much about it now, though.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna get on those Falcon fans too. It seems like whenever they get proven wrong, they seem to take a silent treatment or go hiding somewhere. I'm gonna get on y'all later. Don't worry.
Oh man. Here we go. No, we're not personally attacking. We just giving you something to think forward. That's all.
Miss Dana, now go ask Kelly. Now she been on. We get on lots of our female fans of the Red Sports Show. We used to clown Kelly's Georgia Tech toilet bowl jackets for years. So you ain't know, and your team good. So you shouldn't even be worried about the stuff they real saying on me. You got a good team. Kelly's Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets weren't even good, and we were dogging them out every week. So don't worry about us.
She tried to take the producer's job next segment.
That's a big segment. Your Eagles are #1 in the NFC. They are going to be talked about probably on every show, Miss Data. You just got to get used to that. They are a hot topic right now.
Before we go
on,
and hit Data, Sister Data, so she won't feel like she's personally attacked, Dante raised this question. We'll address it real quickly. Hurts wins MVP. If Hurts wins MVP, he wouldn't deserve a big contract.
Okay, I can jump on again. Tom Brady won the MVP, but Tom Brady realizes the reason he won the MVP is because he surrounded himself with good ball players. He didn't go out and ask for 40, 50 million. He stayed with it. At the point that, like somebody said, his wife was making more than he was. Tom Brady said, give me some wide receivers, give me some linemen, give me some running back, give me some folk around me to make me look good. And like the old commercial said for what that stuff, Vidal Sassoon, if you don't look good, we don't look good. So Tom Brady said, hey, I don't need no money. Big contract. Hey, give me some people to make me look good. And like Rev said, A.J. Brown, look at that defense. I mean, look at what all they provided him. And he looked real good hitting him in the chest with the ball.
Miles Sanders, Devontae Smith, bringing in Sewell. They can bring in all kind of pieces around this guy.
No doubt about it. All right, let's move on. Thanks for jumping in, Coach. Maybe someone will advise the young man of this. All right. Yeah, y'all need to pray towards that.
I doubt it because his agent. I bet Jalen Hurts' agent right now sitting in his kitchen right now, Rev said, must be the money. I bet he already visioning. I'm talking about his agent, not Jalen Hurts. I'm talking about his agent is already visioning of the next house he gonna buy and the next car off the Jalen Hurts contract. So Jalen, you need to ring your agent in.
He's gonna get paid because I think he's more of a thousandaire than he is a millionaire right now. I don't think he's really making much money right now. So he's gonna get paid. And I mean, think about it. The
20 to 25 million, Jalen, not 35 to 40 million. You do that, and boy, you're gonna hamper the Eagles. They ain't gonna be able to bring nobody in.
Time will tell. All right, let's move on real quickly. We got to talk about the home team, Atlanta. Marcus
Lord, man, I got to get worked up this quick.
Marcus Mariota said, "Look here, man, I'm gonna take a leave of absence. All of a sudden, I got this bogus injury. Now that Coach Arthur Smith names Ritter, the rookie, the starting quarterback. So, Red, I know you got some strong feelings. I'm gonna give you about 3 minutes on this topic." And I don't know if this is going to be the Falcons report or not.
It might.
But you go ahead on. I'm going to give you solo layout to have it. You got it, man.
Okay. Oh, boy. Here we go again. Once again, Rev is vindicated. And once again, you delusional Falcon fans are sitting there holding you know what. I mean, I tried to tell you guys, I told you, beginning of the season, I said, look, why is he even here? We got a rookie quarterback. Let's just play him. Anything go wrong with him, then we can put Marcus in there. But then with season start, I said, okay, every Falcon fans was like, no, Red, let's let Marcus go out there. Let him start the season off. Let's see what we can do. Fine. He started the season off. We go 0-2. He lose to the Saints first game. Biggest game, our biggest rival. You drop the bag against the Saints. You drop the ball literally against the Saints. We lose that game. I knew it then, but then we had played the Rams. Thought we was going to come back in that game. We started off, but we didn't. We started off 0-2. I said then, let's sit the guy. 0-2, we already know where this is going. Let's bring in the rookie. We got, 15 games left? Let's go ahead and get him some reps. So if he's worth anything, we'll be ready for next season with the cap space, with the draft picks. No, Red. Oh, you need to give Marcus a chance. Be patient. Let's see what he can do. It's early in the season. Well, let's fast forward weeks later, and now every Falcon fan and their grandma crying, let's get this guy out of the game. I'm tired of seeing Marcus. Oh, honey butter, can we please start Ritter? Oh, he says, I just started laughing week after week, Reverend Coach, and all these folks crying to see Ritter. After I told them week 2 that trash quarterback Marcus was no good, no good, no good. We were going nowhere fast with this guy. I don't care. We was 4-4 after 8 games, and where are we now? 5-8. So we done went 1-4 since that lucky 4-4 start. Marcus Mariota has never been that guy, and he never will be that guy. He's not a starting quarterback. He is a running quarterback. Yes, we needed a mobile quarterback after Matt Ryan, but we needed a dual threat quarterback, not just a running quarterback. We can't get nowhere with a quarterback that cannot throw the ball, okay? Marcus Mariota, honey butter, cannot throw the football. Not accurately, not consistently, okay? So he don't deserve starters minutes. I knew we should have put that rookie in early, so fine. We waste 13 games. We finally make the decision to go ahead and put the rookie in. And what does Marcus do? How does he respond? He say, I'm taking my bag, I'm taking my ball, and I'm going home. I quit. I'm not helping this rookie out at all. I'm not going to support him. I'm not going to support you, coach. I'm not going to support the team. I am out of here. My knee hurt. I need surgery. I need to spend time with my new baby. So it's all about you, Marcus. It's all about you and your injuries, you and your family, you and your issues. Dude, you are not a team player. You are a doggone joke. Like Chuck Smith said yesterday, you ain't nothing but a scrub. But I told Falcon fans, I knew it from the beginning. They didn't want to listen. I told you this guy starting was a mistake. We drafted a rookie in the 3rd round, and we should have put him in there. What we wasted time for? If we rebuilding, why are we building with the rookie quarterback? So that's all Falcon fans say. We're not putting them in because we rebuilding. How are we rebuilding with Marcus Mariota? All of you guys sound foolish. Well, I hope you learned your lesson now. And I hope you see that Coach Smith is looking very foolish with egg on his face because he believed in Marcus, and Marcus betrayed him just like Marcus betrayed our entire team. Go away, Marcus. We don't ever want to see you in Atlanta again. You completely choked, and you ain't worthy of the black and I'm going to say black and yellow. Black and red.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
Black and yellow.
See, that's that thing. I like that song, though. But you ain't worried of the black and red. You ain't no dirty bird. You done rise down. You done took my team down with you, and now it's time to rise up with Desmond Ridder. The Desmond Ridder era begins this Sunday, and I, for one, am so excited. Let's go. Rise up, Ridder. Let's show Marcus we don't need him then, and we don't need him now. Rise up, Falcons. Let's go. Sorry, y'all.
No, I have to just say I agree with everything that you stated about it. I think Arthur Smith made the same mistake that Mike Tomlin did in Pittsburgh. Why are you giving people like Mitch Trubisky and Marcus Mariota, perennial garbage quarterbacks who underachieve, start minutes when you draft rookie quarterbacks? The job is you want them to get beat up, make all the mistakes now when you're not really playing for anything. What do they learn? It's not like the same situation where you had Aaron Rodgers learning from a Brett Favre. It's not like you had the situation where Patrick Mahomes was learning behind Alex Smith, who was a serviceable NFL quarterback. But you got these quarterbacks who are rookies learning behind trash. What are they going to learn? How to continue the incomplete passes? What are they going to learn? How to continue to throw interceptions, make bad.
Fumble the ball.
I mean, come on, man. Like this is what I didn't understand. And the thing is, you want to put Ridder in weeks before now so that you really have a chance to assess his talent to see if you need to move up in the draft and get one of these quarterbacks that's coming out, like a Bryce Young, a Stroud. You know, I ain't really big on the kid from Kentucky, but everybody talking about his arm. So, you know, nevertheless. But anyway, you want to see if you really got something in Ridder, but you wait to the end of the season and you really don't know. Can you really assess in 4 games what this kid could do. What would have been the best test is let him start early, see how he makes the adjustments, especially when he plays those divisional rivals. See how he played against the Saints the first time, and then compare it the second time to see what adjustments. Same thing with the Panthers. Same thing with the Bucks. That would have helped them better assess how he's able to progress. But you wasted a year with Ridder. And now they probably are going to be forced to start him no matter what next year.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just crazy. Coach, you got any closing comments? What's going on?
I think about Eartha Kitt now. Marcus, you're not playing anymore, Marcus. Could you come hang with me, Marcus? I guarantee you.
Was that from Boomerang?
Yeah. Something is going to come out that people don't know about. I don't know what it is, but Mariota is going to come out with something. I can see it. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad, but I think he's going to come out with a statement, and everybody going to be either on one side or another, like, oh, man, we didn't know, or shut up. It's going to be one of them. I don't know which one. But
I think we'll be leaning toward the latter and shut up.
He's coming with something. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, you just quit a team, career backup, and you just quit.
Yeah, that was sad, man. Armani,
I couldn't just walked out the door. I mean, Desmond, you at least stay. You can at least stay this week and help the kid with his first start. Maybe you want to leave next week and say, okay, please, they coach got creeping. Oh yeah, for a second now.
Oh boy.
Oh man. All right. And then we giving love to Lieutenant Sonar. Armani did check in. What's going on from the QC, man?
What's up, Armani?
All right, man. Let's move to this next topic real quick.
I tried to represent for both of us for the Falcons. I know you had some things. I'm pretty sure Armani got some things to say about Marcus.
All right, MLB free agency. We see that the shortstops are going at high market value. You got some trades that went on, and we're just gonna have to see what happens with the hometown kid, Dansby Swanson. So we know that the Giants showed what's my man's name, the money? Correa the money. Yeah. Bogarts got shown the money by the San Diego Padres, and Trey Turner got shown the money by the Philadelphia Phillies, and they all got length of years as well as $200 to $300 million. So now Dansby Swanson is the one in the lake that people are fishing for if you need a shortstop. So that's really what we're in for now. Will Dansby Swanson, the championship shortstop for the Atlanta Braves, be back a Brave, or will he go to the money that it seems that's still on the table from teams like the Chicago Cubs? So, and the LA Dodgers are still in the run. So, Red, what's your thoughts, man?
Well, first of all, man, you see what happens when the league don't have a salary cap? You see how crazy these contracts can get? My thoughts on Dansby is, why haven't he signed with anyone? But I just thought, man, if these deals are really on the table, dude, what are you waiting on? I'm saying, somebody need to put a pen in your hand. I mean, because I'm pretty sure the Cubs should have offered you at least $200 million. I'm not sure what the Dodgers offered you, if an offer came at all. I already know that little cheap contract the Braves offered you. So it's either A, he's sitting back maybe thinking that Alex is going to raise his offer once he sees some of these other offers. B, he don't care if Alex raises his offer. He just want to come back to Atlanta, and he just want Alex to sign him, or Alex at least to have a discussion with him. Or C, he holding out for more money. Because I'm just trying to figure out, I would have thought Dansby would have been like, okay, once Correa signed, I definitely thought Dansby would have signed in the next couple of days. I mean, the money's out there. There are teams interested. I mean, the Cubs, I'm pretty sure Cubs should have offered you north of $200. I'm not sure if they're offering you $300. Now, I don't know what are you looking for in years. I heard it was 5 or 6. If the Braves offered you a 6-year deal right now worth 165, I think you would have been back in Atlanta, to be honest with you. Personally, I don't know why the Braves being so cheap in this thing anyway, but it's decided the Braves are gonna be cheap with this ordeal. But what did he say? And I was yeah, but they would have been low balling you too, Thomas. You see how they low ball and dance me. But as far as the other deals go, man, 11 years for Trey Turner in Philly. Good luck with that, Miss Dana. I hope you ain't complaining about that in the next few years, like you complained about Jalen Hurts' contract.
Oh, you know, open it up again. Here we go.
Correa in San Francisco. Wow, dude. I'm talking about a business move. This dude took a 1-year deal, 3-year deal from Minnesota, which turned out to be a 1-year deal because he could have opted out to get now the big bag a year later. Wow. And Bogarts, well, that was a good deal in San Diego, but what are they gonna do with Tatis? Don't they play the same position? Is somebody going to the outfield? We'll see how that shakes out. But man, I gotta say, I told Rev, you saw what I posted on my page this week. Ladies, don't raise your kids for football and basketball. Raise your kids to be baseball players. We need some baseball players. They're gonna be dropping bags like this. Man, the years and the finances. Wow, these teams just who are these owners that's owning these baseball teams? They just got money like that.
All right, Coach. What's your thought about Dansby? Where's he going?
You can say I'm a report it here first, exclusive. Dansby Swanson will be a Chicago Cub the next time we come on. I'm gonna tell you 3 reasons. 1, he just got married. 2, his wife plays soccer for the Chicago team.
Oh.
And 3, David Ross, who he has ties with, who he knows very well, is the manager. Stay tuned.
Yeah. I didn't know that about his wife might see it. I figured that's where I know he ain't coming back to the Braves if Chicago finna offer him a bag, but that about his wife, that may seal it right there. I didn't know she plays sports up there in Chicago.
Soccer.
Yeah, well, they have a reason to be in Chicago now. Yeah, Dan, you better go up there. I told him we better go get that bag. I wouldn't come back for the Braves. If I got teams offering me 200, 300 million, I'm sorry. I got to take that. I love the Braves. I can live in Atlanta during the off season, but you got to take that bag, Dan. Don't be a fool now.
But Red, excuse me. Oh, you got to wave your hand. You got to wave your hand. But excuse me, Red, one thing, though. Please, Dansby, and I don't know if you're hearing this or somebody tell him, if you do go to the Cubs, the first day you come back to the Braves, don't come back crying. You took the job with the Cubs. Don't come back with all them tears like you miss Atlanta. Because if you missed Atlanta, you would have signed. Don't do that. Just come back and play ball. Wave when they said you need a standing ovation. Don't come back and take 20 minutes in the batter's box crying. You made the call.
Well, I think some of the things that these Braves learn once they go to other cities is that they do not play with the pressure that they have to play with when they go and sign in other cities. For instance, Freddie Freeman signed a pretty big deal with the Dodgers. Therefore, the LA fans were having a lot more expectations of him than what the Braves fans gave him. I mean, we celebrated Freddie, and Freddie had been horrible for most of his years in the postseason. Like the last year that he had when we won the World Series, that's the best year he had in the postseason. But prior to that, he had been pure trash. And he would have never gotten away with that in most big markets. I think that comes into consideration. Like, it's hard to leave Atlanta because you don't play with the scrutiny. I would love to be a superstar. Think about Matt Ryan. Let's go back to Matt Ryan. Now, where else could Matt Ryan be celebrated besides Atlanta, and his career playoff record is 4-6? He hadn't even averaged a win per year that he was in the league. And he played under 500 football in the playoffs, but yet you got Falcons fans who will say he's the greatest quarterback in Falcons history. You see,
some might say history.
that's the kind of market Atlanta is, because you don't get the scrutiny for, after all, you have a whole bunch of transplants who move to Atlanta, and therefore they don't have any Atlanta sports loyalty. All of them will jump on the bandwagon when they're doing fine. Just like if the Falcons did not choke away that Super Bowl against the New England Patriots, Atlanta would have been lit. We would have had all these new Falcons fans who transplanted into the city. But the minute they dropped that dropped that W in the Super Bowl, they started joining in with the crowd, trashing the Falcons, so forth and so on. So I think it's very difficult for these guys to be able to play with the peace that they play with in Atlanta, because it's not like they're going to come against a whole lot of scrutiny for not living up to their contracts.
Dan's better think about that. Because Chicago is different than Atlanta.
Yep, no doubt about it. Because Chicago,
they bring in these big ticket time. I hope he ain't foolish enough to go to Boston now, anywhere, New York, or anywhere like that, man. Because it let you have one of your little slumping days, and yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Real quickly, since we're talking baseball, Red, your thoughts about the Braves' new catcher? They get rid of Contreras. And then they get the brother, the catcher from the Oakland A's. They love making deals with the A's. I see.
I see. The guy, he's not a bad player now, so it's not like they got a scrub. I was kind of shocked when like I say, we had two good catchers, so I didn't know they were looking to upgrade. But now he's definitely an upgrade from Contreras. Now he definitely is an upgrade, and he might even be better than d'Arnaud in the long run. Because, like I say, we'll see. But it might be an upgrade. But I just didn't know we was in the market to get a catcher. I thought we had other moves we could have made before that one.
Well, I did hear some reports that because of the rule changes going into effect this season, where you can only throw two throws over to try to pick a runner off. So you only got two throws, and then you got the 15-second pitch clock.
Yeah, that's right.
Those are the type of changes that made it more imperative for the Braves to get a more defensive-minded catcher, because they say defensively, this guy is head and shoulders above both d'Arnaud and Contreras.
He's an upgrade. Definitely an upgrade. I just didn't know we were looking to upgrade.
Yeah, I think Double-A may have done that move just to say he made a move to improve the team. Wasn't the move we were expecting, but
I don't know if I'm gonna go that far now. To me, it was just a regular move. I'm not gonna say, wow, this was the move. I mean, if Dansby don't come back, that's gonna be the move for the all season right there. That's gonna be all folks are talking about when the season starts. Like, the Braves.
I'm not saying he did it for the wow factor. I think he did it to say he did something. Because when you got the Mets who went overboard with paying these pitchers this summer, and then you got the Phillies who made the Trey Turner move. So the Braves sitting up there, the only team out of the three who were competing for the NL East for most of the year, not making a move. I think he did that to say he made a move. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, but there's some more moves that definitely need to be made for the Braves, especially they need more pitching, and then they need to solidify their outfield. And Lord knows if they could get rid of Ozuna's contract, that would be awesome. They got to hang that to at least one more year.
Albatross.
Yes.
They're looking at Michael Taylor from Kansas City. That might be I like him. He's an okay player.
Bring back Soler.
Yeah, it's kind of similar because Michael Taylor he can pop. His bat got some pop too. That's about all I know him for is pop in the bat.
Yes, yeah, man, that's the dude. All right, man. Well, we're at halftime of the Red and Red Sports Show. Time flies, especially when we don't have college football. But we're gonna come back. We got 5 for 5 coming. Oops, that's the wrong one. We got 5 for 5 coming. And then we also got our NFL picks. So hang out with your boys, Red, Rev, and Coach, for the second half of the Red and Rev Sports Show. We'll be right back. We are back.
I'm sorry.
You talking about what Thomas?
No, I'm talking about somebody was talking about the what Sims said about Jalen Hurts, and they said the nerve of him, the caucasity of it all.
Caucasity of it all.
I said, "Oh, here we go."
I mean, I listen to his podcast daily now, the one with him and Florio, and even though I enjoy listening to him, Chris Sims do be on there talking. He be on there talking like he just had this great career. I keep forgetting, like, dude, John Gruden terrorized you when and he hates Gruden. Boy, every time they talk about Gruden, boy, you know he gonna dog him out. And it just I listen to Sims daily too, but I keep forgetting that you didn't really do too much when he played. But he's doing okay now as a broadcaster. It's like he played for them little 3 or 4 years and just went straight, followed his dad right into NBC, CBS, and like I say, that nepotism.
All right, gentlemen. Well, we're going to get ready to get into our 5 for 5 segment of the show. We're going to start with what the NBA did this week, renaming the MVP award to the Michael Jordan MVP award. This is our segment where both of our panelists will get 1 minute to share their feelings about a topic, 45 seconds single screen, 15 seconds group screen, and then if they go past that minute, they will be muted. So we're going to start with you, Red, so you can get your thoughts ready, so you can get your 1 minute in without getting muted.
All right. Just give me the names of the awards again.
Well, it's the Michael Jordan Award. I forget the rest of them.
Oh, no. Not them. Just give me the award so I can name them myself. Just the award.
Is the
MVP, the Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, I just remember the Michael Jordan Award.
Oh, well, yeah, that's the MVP. Okay, I'm ready.
You ready? All right, here we go, man. You got 5 on it. Let's go. And 3, 2, 1.
Well, NBA renamed their awards this week. So if I had to name the NBA's awards, I guess MVP, I guess I'd stick with Michael Jordan as the name of that award. Sixth man, I thought about it. I probably would have to go with Lou Williams. The Lou Williams Sixth Man Award. Defensive Player of the Year. Hakeem, I stick with him. Hakeem the Dream, the Olajuwon Defensive Player of the Year award. They had one award called the Clutch Award. Well, if it's an award called the Clutch Award, I'm definitely naming that one after Kobe being Bryant. And Comeback Player of the Year award. That's a good one right now. I'm not sure who I would name the Comeback Player of the Year award. Maybe I give it I don't know, Bill Walton Comeback Player of the Year award.
Let me give you the names of them. MVP award, Michael Jordan. Defensive player, Hakeem Olajuwon. Rookie of the year, Will Chamberlain. Sixth man, John Havlicek. Most improved player, George Michael.
Rookie of the Year. I think I go with Iverson for the rookie. Allen Iverson Rookie of the Year award.
All right, Coach, what you got, man?
Basically, I'd only change one because I know Hakeem is one of the best defensive players of all time. And if nobody's seen Will Chamberlain's rookie year, my God, he was a terror his rookie year.
Oh, yeah.
6 man. But of course, you know the one I'm going to change. Just because he won 6 MVPs in the regular season, I'm going to name the MVP after Kareem. Jordan won 5. Kareem won 6. You know, you can go either way, but they said it's already an award named after Kareem, the Social Justice Award. Yay! Whoop-de-doo. All right. Thank you, Rev. I'm done.
You didn't put on the Social Justice Award, did you?
Man, please. Nobody remember who wins those awards. You know they don't.
Hey, for Vincent, I know who's gonna win the Flat Earth Award. I think we all know who will win that one.
The jokes are coming, Coach. Be ready. No awards named at the game. So nobody wants to win the Flat Earth Award for being the humanitarian. And then the presentation shot at Coach. Coach is at Will's first day.
You know what? Lord. Here we go. Okay. All right. Vincent.
All right.
I got some of that. Don't worry about it. I'm coming at you, man.
Steph Curry gets injured. There's been no timetable on how long he'll be out. Is this doom and gloom for the Warriors? What's your thoughts, Coach?
For now, yeah. Until he comes back, yeah. But of course, they got Draymond Green to help everything. He's gonna keep them above water, man. Please. They gonna miss that Klay Thompson. You've been getting dogged a lot this year. Time for you to step up, my brother. This is your time, so you better step up and do something. Because right now, the Warriors are out of the playoffs, and it's not gonna be good without Steph Curry being there.
I'm laughing at what Armani said. Well, it was doom and gloom while Steph was playing. So, I mean, is it going to be doom and gloom while he's out? Sure. But that don't mean the season is over for him. He'll come back and probably right after the new year. He's going to miss the Christmas game. Look, the Warriors, like the Lakers, still got time to turn this around and get back in the thick of things. Will they do it? That's the question. But they're not going to do it without Steph being out for a long period of time. I can tell you that. So Steph need to hurry up and get back before this is a lost season. Because them young guys, Draymond and Klay, that ain't enough. They got to have a leader Steph on the floor for a significant of time for them to do anything this season. But anyway, I don't want to talk about the Warriors. What about them Lakers, baby? Those Lakers!
Hey, Rev. Tell Armani, Armani, hope you listen. I know what Big Al is. Keep talking about me. I know where he is, God dog it.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him where he is.
I ain't gonna tell him you'll never see him again.
Rev, you muted. You muted yourself, Rev.
Unmute yourself. There we go.
I got you. All right, let's see what they said. Coach was the doctor that delivered Will.
Yeah, we're gonna deliver Big Al to you.
Man. All right.
Keep Big Al.
Water police. All right. All right, let's get to this next topic. Unfortunately, we had to arrest Chris Beard, head coach of Texas Longhorns, who were having an excellent season. He gets arrested for assault. So your thoughts, Red, on the coach getting arrested? 3.
Nothing positive. I didn't understand this arrest at all. Like you say, dude, you're having a good season. What the world are you and this not even your wife, man. This is your fiance. What in the world are you and your fiance arguing about that bad to where you got to choke her and strangle her, lift her up and throw her across something? Some of the reports I heard. I thought coaches be so involved with the team and the game during the season, they don't have time for nothing else. What in the world is your fiance saying to you when you get home that you got to react like that? If she pushes your buttons like that, dude, you need to get a new fiance. You a coach of a big time program. You can't have no ladies at home that's giving you problems like that. You got to have a lady at home that's got your ready to give you a massage, ready to have your dinner ready, just something positive. Dude, you having a good season. You shouldn't even be going home mad. So I didn't understand this at all. I mean, obviously, y'all two don't need to be together. I mean, because if this is the norm, I mean, I just don't understand what's going on. But coach, you definitely need to be reprimanded and punished for this, dude. You crazy. You lost your mind doing something like that. So I mean, I don't think I need to say too much more, but this was a bad situation, especially for a coach that's having a good season. I just didn't understand this outburst, altercation, or whatever it was at all. But I'm sure Texas will handle it. I'm sure the police will handle it. I know it's a personal relationship, so I don't want to voice my opinion too much, but bad move, bad look, coach. Completely unacceptable.
Coach, what you got?
I ain't got but one word for Chris Beard.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say for you, coach. And you gonna throw away your career because you mad? Well, stay mad, unemployed.
What are you mad about? He having a good year. Should be going home in a good mood.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think Beard is going to get fired because Texas is relevant, and they're going to prolong his stay there as long as they're relevant. If he were losing or not doing well this year, then it would be easier for them to get rid of. That's what Vincent Woodruff, the VP, would say. That's about white. Coach and Wilt were hopscotch teammates.
God, go, Vincent. Okay, Vince. All right, I see what's going on. All right.
Hands up when you might grand opening, grand closing. Well, they rough on you, Coach.
No, it's just Vincent. That's all right. He gonna misspell the word.
Armani started. All right, we're gonna cut the music off on this one real quickly. Mike Leach passes away. Unfortunate situation last week. He had a heart attack on Sunday actually, and was in critical condition and wound up passing away. And Coach, I'm gonna start with you since he was coaching one of the teams from your home state, Mississippi. He was coaching Mississippi State. I'm sure you followed his career. We remember the work that he did at Texas Tech, Washington State, and he concludes his coaching career at Mississippi State. What are your thoughts about Mike Leach passing, and then just talk a little bit about what legacy he leaves?
Rev, if you look at Mike Leach, one thing about him, he never met a man or anybody he couldn't talk to. Mike Leach had no strangers. He had no enemies. That city completely shut down. And Starkville, if you don't know where it is, it's like off Highway 82. It's kind of by itself out in the open. You know, you can get to it. It's not a big city. It's a college town. And that city was devastated. And the thing about it is, like I said, Mike Leach was one of those guys, he could talk to you, and it was genuine conversation, and it was about anything. You'll be asking him, well, Coach, what's your plans for, what are you planning to do against Texas A&M offense? Man, have you ever ate a pig in a poke? That's some good eating right there. He'll change the entire and get you to talking about it. And next thing you know, you engrossed in that conversation. He was a genuinely good guy. Seriously, I never met him, but just looking at him and hearing what people were saying, it was just so much positive talk about him. And when it found out that he had the heart attack and went to the hospital, Starkville is not going to be the same after him leaving. I can tell you that for a fact.
Red, jump in there. Your thoughts about Mike Leach's passing and then the legacy that he left for college football?
It definitely was just some devastating news to hear. Whenever someone passes suddenly, it's always devastating. So our hearts and prayers will go out to the Leach family, the loved ones, family and friends. Uh, and I guess I just piggyback on what Coach said. And also what a lot of folks were saying this week. You learn a lot when someone passes away suddenly, because now I was listening to a lot of the thoughts from a lot of his colleagues, a lot of his peers on ESPN this week, and you hear, like Coach said, how different of a guy he was, how unique, and how of a unique thinker he was. It was more than just about the game of football to him. He had more to say about than just about football. He had a lot to say about life in general. And when you come across those folks, when those type of people enter your lives, they leave a lasting impact, because it's not always about the most important things. Sometimes it's about things that you're not even thinking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yes, he was a football coach, and yes, he did great things. He had great offenses. Like they say, the air raid attack. I think he changed college football with the offenses. But one story that I heard in particular that stuck with me is how he called Donald Trump one day. I heard about the story how he called Donald Trump one day and just wanted to shoot the breeze with Trump. Like, Trump didn't know the guy at all, but from afar, Mike Leach, I guess, either respected or just admired how Trump did things, and he wanted to pinch his brain a little bit and just to talk to him and see how he goes about his daily business, how he got to be the guy he is. So, and surprisingly, Trump took his phone call and decided to talk to Mike Leach and talk to him and discuss, how he became who he is. And ironically, they became real close and friends from this ordeal. So yeah, surprisingly, Mike Leach and Donald Trump, because Donald Trump didn't know him at all, and Donald Trump, Mike Leach reached out to Donald Trump, and Donald Trump accepted the invitation. So that was kind of shocking. That was probably one of the few stories that stood out. There's so many stories about Mike Leach, but bottom line, they all come back to what Coach said, that the guy was a genuinely good guy. He represented college football to the utmost respectability. His offenses definitely are going to leave a lasting impact, and his coaching tree is paraded all throughout college football. I think Lincoln Riley and the guy from TCU come from the Mike Leach coaching tree. So Mike Leach definitely will leave a lasting legacy, and he's definitely going to be forever remembered and truly missed. Rest in peace, Coach Mike Leach.
I think the VP made a good analogy of how Mike Leach was the Bobby Knight of college football. He did speak his mind. He did not back down. So that's a great analogy. And then Armani did pay homage to the air raid offense, which definitely helped change the landscape of college football and ultimately made its footprints into the NFL as well, because we know that the NFL used to be more run dominated and now it's more pass happy. So I think Mike Leach had something to do with the innovation that took place in how games are called in college as well as in the pros. All right, as we get ready to go back to our 5-5, we got Kyler Murray goes down, non-contact injury. He tears his ACL out for the rest of the year. Will probably miss some time at the beginning of next year as well. Your thoughts, beginning with Red, when it comes to Kyler Murray?
It's always devastating when you hear of a quarterback. When any player goes down with a torn ACL, it's always devastating. I hate to hear about it. When it's non-contact, you feel even worse, because that's letting you know that thing could have just went at any moment, whether than somebody actually hitting it or impacting it to tear it. It tore by on its own, and that's even worse. I probably would have felt worse had Kyler Murray not gotten his bag over the offseason. But he did. So now I'm not feeling as bad as I would have felt, or as bad as most people would have felt had he not gotten his bag, because now at least he has some financial security while he's rehabbing, while he's getting himself back and pushing himself to become 100% again. My only worrisome issue from this is I hope nothing similar happens to another QB who's looking to get his bag, because he's already dealing with some knee issues himself. And I'm just praying that nothing like this happens to him, because we know certain teams just look for reasons not to pay players, and torn ACLs are one of those reasons. So,
Coach, what you got?
I mean, it's just amazing. I think the kid is kind of snake bit because he keeps getting hurt. I don't know. And it seems like the running quarterbacks are the ones taking the hits on this. You know, the scramblers, those statues. I guess they don't tear their ACL because they hardly move. But these running quarterbacks are seem to be getting injured more and more. But Kyler, I don't know. I hope he comes back. I don't know if he's gonna come back the same, but like you said, like y'all said, he's gonna miss some time next year too. So, gotta see what the Cardinals are gonna do. And I think it may have bought Cliff Kingsbury another year, because now you have an excuse. I don't have my quarterback, so I can't be responsible for these losses. I think that bought him another year, unfortunately for them. So we'll see.
All right. See, the VP says, well, Kyler has plenty of time to watch film. Man. Too late for the MLB. His injury puts Arizona in a very peculiar bind, because now that salary cap money that they obtained from his contract still comes into play in 2023. So there's no real exceptions that would be in play. And then also, it's going to be interesting to see what Kingsbury, if he will get that extra year with the job, as Coach said. But there was tension between Murray and Kingsbury. So we'll see if this injury may change Murray's attitude towards Kingsbury, and see if they could be amicable towards one another. Dante said Murray's injury is the reason why I don't mind players getting every dollar a team gives. Makes sense. Definitely makes sense. All right, gentlemen. That ends 5 for 5. And we thank you all for sharing you all's insights. We did basically the Falcons report. I'm just going to play the music since Red likes it, but we're not going
to.
So we just
I'll give us a little something if you want me to.
Well, you gave us a lot of something already.
What?
You gave us more than enough, but I'm just going to play the black and white.
That red, white, and that black. That red, white, and that black. That red, white, and that black. My team be winning shit, no stats. That red, white, and that black. With the Falcons on the map. That A1, that gameplay, so it ain't no looking back.
Ain't no looking back.
All right, so I just want to get a little dance on. And Coach, get ready for the black and yellow, back and yellow.
Yeah, I almost gave that an advertisement myself.
All right, Coach, here we go.
Yeah, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Well, check this out. The Steelers, once again, I don't know why, but they seem to have a quarterback controversy. They said that what's his name, Pickett we may be able to play, but he listed as doubtful. Then they said they got a quarterback controversy. Both of them took first team snaps. Trubisky and what's his name, Mason Rudolph. That gives me no comfort or joy or any kind of reason to be optimistic, but I'll remain optimistic. I guarantee it, I think they're going to start Rudolph. Trubisky, you showed your hand last Sunday, so holler at you, player. You done.
So, Coach, real quickly, your thoughts on the untimely loss to the Ravens. What were your thoughts about that?
That was a tough one. I almost busted up a TV. I was close. And I looked at Mr. Trubisky, and the thing about Trubisky is he doesn't operate well in small spaces. And what I mean by that is when he had the length of the field, he had plenty of room, bombing away. But as soon as that red zone got tight, he got tight and started throwing to different color uniforms, which I asked the question, was he colorblind? Because I could either see the difference in uniform, but I don't know what happened. I mean, he just melted down when he got in the end zone. Good drives, but as soon as he get in the end zone, I forget. I don't know what's going on. And somebody said it was Pickett's fault that he got injured, and I'm like, what? How's it a quarterback's fault that they get? He shouldn't be running out the pocket, but he's a running quarterback in a certain way. He doesn't stand still. And Roquan Smith, I got a bone to pick with the NFL because Roquan Smith did not get a penalty for what he did. And that was a clear roughing the passer. But yet on the San Francisco game, I'm deviating and I'm going to quit. Joey Bosa sacked the quarterback and got a roughing the passer when that wasn't even close. So how you miss that roughing the passer, but you give Joey Bosa one? But that's sour grapes beside the point. But we'll see how they do against Carolina, Dante. It's going to be interesting. I don't know who's going to win. Flip a coin.
So
I hope the Steelers win.
Yeah.
Have the Steelers come to the end of the road for this season?
Well, as long as you're on the light, as long as you got the ventilator, they okay. They still hanging in there. Because I mean, looking at the teams ahead of them, I think I'm not gonna go through all of them, but I think a team like Miami, the Jets, I think they hit their peak. They're not gonna win it hardly anymore. I think both of them have stopped, especially the Jets. I don't know who their quarterback gonna be. They just throw out somebody out there. Mike White is not the quarterback of the future. And something seemed to be wrong with Tua. He doesn't seem to be able to throw anymore for some reason. I'm like, wow, that's changed. But that Baltimore
they got a game today now.
Yeah, that Baltimore loss was wait a minute. No, not the Eagles report.
Oh
no.
my
Lord.
I got
okay.
This data. I get that lady credit. She love her team, boy.
I got to be a fan of the team before I start doing the report. So standing over the.
I need to be alive this week. So we need Falcons need the Panthers to lose so we can get back. I mean, because what if Ruther actually show us something? And Tampa don't need to win this division. My Falcons could sneak into the playoffs, but I doubt it.
So,
yeah, man.
Up in there, I'm still gonna pick them.
All right, man. Well, let's get
I
to
don't
these.
know what I want next 4 weeks.
Let's get to these NFL picks, man. Picks rather. Let's see who's in first place.
You know who's in first place. I don't know how you try to put any kind of drama in this. Let's see who's in first place. Ain't no drama.
There go our standings. Red went 5-2 last week. 83
That's right.
3-2. Rev went 5-2 as well. And he went 80. He's in first place, 85, 51-2. That would be me. And then Coach, 4-3, lost the game in the standings, 82, 54-2. And Armani is just in keep hope alive status. He's behind 22 games. So
I'm sorry, Vikings.
Y'all pray for him.
It's
so
over for Armani.
that's where we are with the standings. And we got some games that we're going to pick. Just before we get into the NFL picks, just a brief score. North Carolina Central 3, Jackson State 0.
It's about to be 10-0.
It's about to be. It looks like Jackson State is a house divided against itself, and it's not standing right now. So we'll see. But nevertheless,
Dia left that SAR program right on time.
well, I think here's the thing: is we just take a slight detour. it's been so much on the program. You're already dealing with Deion trying to juggle 2 jobs. Then you're dealing with the scrutiny. Then you're dealing with the players debating if they should stay or not. They got the coach that seemed like the players wanted, TC, whatever his full name is, former Jackson State player. You know, so there's just a lot of emotions, and you know, you just can't dismiss focus.
Yeah, going through transition right now. We understand. That's why they probably should do these things after the season, but I guess with the recruiting schedule and whatnot, they need people in place before. So it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah. She said thought it was worth a try. Well, you know what? If you want the Eagles so bad, and if you could be dedicated to do a report each week, I don't mind us bringing you on the show to do an Eagles report.
Yeah, you need to come on yourself and do the Eagles report, Miss Dana. Especially while your team winning this year. We can do a weekly Eagles report. Y'all still 1-loss Eagles. Tell us what your thoughts are on Jalen Hurts. Is his contract gonna hurt the team like me and Real predict?
Armani, is up to 29 on the go. You have someone not calling their name, drop 3 quarters. That's funny. That's a great point, Rev. They definitely had a lot going on. And Central just scored, about to be 10-zip. Yeah, yes. It may get ugly. It may get ugly, man. And,
I'm sure this will make Bo Money happy.
That's going to make a lot of people happy, even Jackson State people happy.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, because the vitriol that they threw at Deion is just, it's unwarranted, man. I mean,
well, it's gonna make, they can be happy all they want to. Their team still gonna look bad by losing today. Deion going on to Colorado, so Jackson State, you gonna be the loser in this. I have absolutely no idea your vitriol to hoping y'all lose today. If anything, you need to be sending Prime out on a positive note.
Like you said, though, everybody was kind of wondering what was the vibe around the team. How would they react and how would they play? So far, it looked like they just ready to get this over with.
They're ready for the circus to end.
Yeah,
I mean, it's been a circus, man, and I think, you know, Deion just needs to go to Colorado.
Soon the game over. Bye.
You know, I wouldn't even do a press conference, man.
No, what do you say?
Just be gone. But it's going to be interesting to see if they get blown out, because they got it handed to them last year by South Carolina State.
Yeah.
So we're going to see.
I'm gonna have to post a reality post after this. It's gonna be a little goodbye message from Deion. It'll be for the Jackson State folks. Not gonna let them get away with dogging my boy out.
No, it's not warranted. All right, let's make some picks, man, so we can watch the game ourselves. We know who's in first place, so I'll go ahead on and make the first pick, and then Red, you got second, Coach got third. Let me get some music queued up for our picks. Feel free, Revenite Nation, to join us in the picks. Armani definitely
got to catch Real. I'm 2 games back.
Here we go.
Go, baby.
At the Jets. The Jets are tough on defense. The Lions are on a roll, beating the Minnesota Vikings last week. The Jets are in QB turmoil. If Mike White were the quarterback for the game, I would go with the Jets. They got your boy Zach coming back. Will he respond? I say no. I'm going to say Detroit takes the winning ways on the road and beats the Jets on tomorrow. Who you got?
I'm with you. Motor City, baby. Dan Campbell, they got these boys balling. Jets got quarterback issues. Team with quarterback issues ain't going to be ready to face a team as hot like Detroit. Detroit ain't got no quarterback issues. Their quarterback is balling, looking good. Jared Goff about to make the Rams look bad for getting rid of him. But Detroit, Motor City, baby. Dan Campbell, Coach of the Year candidate. Let's go Lions. Finally, we can say, let's go Lions.
Coach, who you got?
Man, I told you, the Jets are about to take the free fall right now. They're about to go down. Lions.
All right, so we got two in Reverend Nation going the Jets, one in Lions. Seems like Sister Brick is on the right side of that discussion. Red, next game, Patriots at the Raiders. Who do you have, sir?
Ironically, I think I'm gonna take the Raiders to bounce back in a game that really ain't gonna help them none in the playoffs. But the Raiders beating every game this season. They got a better quarterback. I mean, they got better playmakers than the Patriots got. It's all about what are the Patriots defense gonna do? What are they gonna take away? Are they gonna take away Josh Jacobs? They're gonna take away Devontae Adams. I'm gonna go with not the mentor. I'm gonna go with the student beating his mentor for one last hurrah for the Raiders this year. Might be their last victory of the season, but I'm gonna go with the Raiders to step up one more time and take care of the Patriots and go ahead and put an end to the Patriots playoff hopes, because Patriots are the last seed, but they ain't doing nothing in the long run when it comes to the playoffs. It ain't like their quarterback gonna go on a little playoff run when they get in the playoffs. So Patriots, you're doing good, you're doing solid, but I'm gonna take the Raiders in this game.
Coach, who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Raiders because I need Josh Jacobs to have a good game and keep me up near the top. So I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
I'm gonna join you all. My leader's too slim to jump out there in the deep in the game. I'm not strong in my conviction. I'm gonna go with the Raiders as well, especially since they're the home team. And we know that the Patriots have been like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. They had a great showing last week against the Cardinals, but it did help that Kyler Murray went down real early. So I'm gonna just stick with the Raiders being at home. I'm gonna make it unanimous. All right, on to the next one, Coach. It's on you. The Giants at the Commanders 2 weeks ago, they tied. Will they tie again?
Nope. The Giants are going to stomp the Cobra Commanders this time. Saquon Barkley probably go for about 100 plus. So I'm going to go with the Giants.
Woo! This is a tough one for me. The Commanders are at home. They have a pretty stout defense. Danny Dimes is showing that he's really more bust than breakthrough. I'm going to ride out with the Commanders on this one. At home, they play good football at home, and I think they'll bring it on through. I'm going with the Commanders. Saquon Barkley plus been letting me down in fantasy football, so I'm ready to get rid of him too. Ray, who you got?
I don't know what Saquon think he finna do with this defense from Washington. Washington ain't finna let Saquon do that. This defense is balling. It's really the strength of the team. Taylor Heineken, you doing a good, solid job managing the game. I love it. I like this team. I like how they balling right now. Giants, you did good early, but you going into Washington's house and they are feeling themselves. And again, their boy Chase Young might be back this week too. Commanders all day long.
All right. So we got 2 for the Commanders, 1 for the Giants. We'll see if Coach makes some progress. The next game, Cowboys at Jaguars. It's on me. I'm going with those Cowboys to bounce back from almost a terrible defeat last week at the hands of the Texans. I think that game probably got their attention. Stop looking ahead to play the Eagles. You better play the schedule that's ahead of you. The Eagles will be there when it's time for you to play the Eagles. So I think the Cowboys go into Jacksonville with the warmer weather, take care of the Jaguars, and are ready then to play the Eagles next week. Who you got, Red?
I want to take the upset so bad, but I know these boys, they got beat last week. Well, they played bad last week and almost got beat. I doubt they'd be foolish to let the same thing happen to a Jags team on the road. Jags, I know you want to beat the Cowboys so bad, and I want you to, but I got to be smart. I'm gonna stay with the Cowboys to not let this trap team trap them up. So I'm going with Dallas.
All right. The president has spoken, Coach.
Uh-oh.
He says the Cowboys will stop. Do you have faith in the?
I honestly, Thomas, I think so too. But I can't put my standards. I can't fall back too far from real going with that craziness.
No. Unfortunately, no, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys because the Cowboys are that team. They're one of the best regular season teams in the NFL. I can't wait until January when they play that first playoff game and all of it goes up in smoke. That's fine, Cowboys.
All right, just to let you all know, Jackson State is on the board. Shador Sanders throws a 24-yard TD reception, and now North Carolina Central's up 10-7. All right, on to the next one. Red, it's on you. Titans at Chargers. Who you got?
Lord have mercy. Both teams have let me down this year. Both teams, I don't think, playing for anything. The Chargers at home. I'm gonna take them, even though I would not be surprised if the Titans go in there and whoop their butt. But the Chargers look like they got some of their mojo back last week when they played the Dolphins. Justin Herbert looked like he's feeling himself when he got his little playmakers back this week. So his playmakers are back. Austin Eckler running that rock pretty solid. I'm going to take the Chargers at home to keep their playoff hopes alive. But like I say, I would not be surprised if Tennessee and Derrick Henry run all over this team and they look completely different than the team they looked like last week. I say you want to talk about Falcon in it. This is the most up and down, inconsistent team I've ever seen in my life. But I'm going to pick them to be a little consistent just this week. Come on, Chargers.
Go.
Titans. Derrick Henry gonna rush for close 200. Chargers discombobulated right now.
Woo! I sure would move that Titans with you, Coach.
Rev going with the Chargers. It's okay. No problem.
No, go with Titans, Rev. It's okay.
The Chargers just beat Miami, which was a pretty solid victory. The Titans may get it together because I think they did have a bye week after that brutal loss they took 2 weeks ago.
Oh, they're coming off a bye.
Yeah, they are coming off the bye. But I just don't have faith in Ryan Tannehill. So I'm a rock with the Chargers as well since they're at home. So give me the Chargers. All right, Coach. It's on you. Steelers at Panthers. Tell us why the Steelers win.
Who's the quarterback for the Panthers?
Sam Darnold.
That's all I need to hear. Steelers. That's all I need to hear.
See, the problem is who's the quarterback for the Steelers?
Exactly. I was ready to say.
I think any quarterback for the Steelers is better than Sam Darnold. I don't care.
I'm gonna go with the Steelers just off the strength of Mike Tomlin's coaching, and I think they'll do just enough defensively to win this game. So I'll go with the Steelers. Who you got, Red?
Well, you know I can't pick the Panthers. I need them to lose, so I got to go with the Steelers. I need the Panthers to lose to open the door up for at least a little bit for my Falcons, just in case we win in New Orleans this week.
All right. It's on me, brother. Falcons at the Saints.
Uh-oh. Put it down.
The Saints are still trash this year, so I'm going to go with the Falcons, even on the road. Plus, the Falcons lost the first one to the Saints, so I think they'll split. I'm going to go with the Falcons. Red, tell us why the Falcons will beat the Saints.
Well, kind of what you said, we already lost to them once. This is the one team I know, no matter what's going on with the Falcons, they all always get up for, no matter what the circumstances. They got a lot going for them. They got some big things happening this week as they started a new quarterback. So I would love for our new quarterback to get his first win against our most hated rival. That'll definitely get his era started off the right way. So I'm just pulling for good things for my team, and we don't have enough bad things to happen the last few weeks. So pulling for a victory this week, a much-needed victory this week, to keep our slim playoff hopes alive against the Saints in New Orleans. Got my sister down there representing, so go Falcons, rise up.
Coach, who you got, man?
The Falcons, because Desmond Ritter, here's his line for the game. 18 of 26 205 yards, 2 touchdowns. Falcons gonna win.
All right. Mason isn't better than Sam. With the
That's why Mason may not be playing.
All right, on to the next one. Red, it's on you. Bengals at Buccaneers. Who you got?
Joe Burrow all day. Tom Brady is done. Time to retire. Time to move on to the next phase of your career. The Bengals are coming. The Bengals are active, and they're ready to put a bite into the Buccaneers. Joe Burrow getting ready for another Super Bowl run, baby. Bengals.
Rev, side note, did you see that?
What's that?
That hit.
No, I did.
Y'all gonna have me right.
A&T laid a lick on Wolfen Jackson.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, I didn't see it. So go ahead, Coach. Who you got?
I mean, Tom Brady, yay. Tom Brady, yay. Joe Burrow gonna win the game though. Tom Brady gonna have a decent game, but the Bengals seem like the hot team right now. So I'll go with the Bengals.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Bengals as well. The Buccaneers are not playing top-notch football, so give me the Bengals. All right, on to the last game, Coach. Dolphins at Bills. Who you got?
And Bills by 20. And Dolphins, I'm telling you, they're about to be in a free fall. I'm telling you, y'all watch what happens. They have no running game. Their defense is kind of chopped up right now. The Bills gonna win easily.
Easily, all right. I'm gonna go with the Bills as well. It's at home. It's a weather game, so the snow is gonna slow down the Dolphins. There won't be a lot of high-power offense in the snow, so I'm gonna go with the Bills. Who you got, Red?
Dolphins and Bills. I'm gonna go ahead. I'll take the upset. I'll take the upset. Somebody got to go out on the limb. You think they're gonna let you back up in it? You still a few games back. Even if I lose, this ain't gonna get you back ahead of me. But I'll take it. I'm tired. We've been agreeing too much today. And I know y'all. I said the Bills, Dolphins, they need this victory right here. They got to get back up in this. If they lose this game, coach is right. They might fall out of it. And with all that trash Tyreek Hill was sitting up there talking to Shannon Sharp this week, you don't want to be falling out of it now. You need to stay in it. So, but it say it snows in Alabama. Too, it say it snows in Alabama, which is saying, hey, I can play in the snow. Well, we're going to see to it. I'm going to go out on the limb and take these Dolphins. Just that way, when they lose, I can clown the Dolphin fans forever, making me have faith in these sorry chumps. You hear that, Maurice Thrower? Your team better win, man, because I'm taking y'all. I'm going out on the limb. Dolphins. Uh-oh. There you go, Real. I gave us a different pick. Now you can either go 3 games ahead of me, or I'm gonna be 1 game back.
Miss Dana. Whoa.
Back up. Oh my God. Whoa. Oh no, that's not Dana. That's Thomas. I thought that was Miss Dana taking it.
No, I was telling her about him taking that pick. Bears.
Thomas, you ain't winning that one, Thomas. I promise you. Bears got no chance in that game. No chance.
Well, you know, if the president is right, we will be tagged.
Oh, boy. He was almost right about Russell Wilson last week.
Yeah,
almost.
So we'll see.
Look what he said. Y'all lagged at me.
we were slow at you. We were slow at you. Mr. President.
We lagged him.
All right, gentlemen. We made our picks. We'll post them on the site. Let's get ready to conclude the show. Who has the right to do what, when, where, and how?
Let's see.
Go ahead, Coach.
Desmond Ritter, you have the right to show everybody that you are worth the hype and you have a good game, win or lose, against the Saints.
All right, Red. Who has the right to do what, when, where, and how?
I like that one, Coach. And I second that. Desmond Swanson, you got a right to make a decision this week. I'm getting tired of this now. Everybody, all the other shortstops don't make a decision. I'm sure you have offers. It's time to decide. Now, you going to Chicago You coming back to the Braves on that cheap deal, or you going to the Angels or somewhere on the West Coast. But we need a decision, and we need it now, okay? Make a decision. You want to get paid or not? You either going to come back here for this cheap money with the Braves, but you'll be contending every year, or you're going to go to Chicago for the big money where you might be losing, but hey, you'll be paid, though. You and your girl will be out there, or you're going to go out West Coast. But we have to have a decision. I'm tired of this story. I'm ready to move on, and I want to know where you're going to be playing next year. Okay, Danzy, you have the right to make up your mind. See you later.
I'm going to say Los Angeles Lakers, you have the right to continue to play competitive basketball. You have come a long way. You all are no longer the laughing stock. You now just got to get W's instead of just being competitive. You got to make free throws, and you just got to understand that you can't make as many just simple mistakes and think you're going to be able to win ball games. You got to treasure each possession. So Lakers, you have the right to continue to play solid basketball because the basketball world is better when the Lakers are relevant. All right. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Rev and Coach. Y'all gave rights to things that I wanted to give rights to, but they have to with you two guys around. Appreciate that.
The president says, Danzy Swanson, you have the right to go where the money flows. Hit that Bergen bag. The VP says, Jez, you have the right to go out with a bang. Finish the season strong in the Celebration Bowl. Armani says, Desmond Ritter, you have the right to earn the fans' respect and give us something to cheer for. Sister Briggs, the Philadelphia Eagles have the right to continue to focus on one game at a time, leave it out on the field, fly, Eagles, fly. All right.
Yeah, Miss Dana, you don't even focus on one game at a time. You all up in me and Rev face about stuff we talking about next year, contracts in the future and stuff. Okay. Practice what you preach, Miss Dana.
Well, ladies and
am I in trouble, Rev?
Slamming.
Yeah, in
Slamming.
Episode 266 on the Red and Rev Boy. So we thank everybody for joining us on today. Rev, show the sermon extra long.
Here we go. See?
Oh, yeah, you funny.
Rev, now, Rev, you want to have a collection plate this week now. Don't dog about too bad.
Oh, man. I won't do that. They'll probably win, though. I'll give them a good look.
Oh, they're going to beat Chicago now. They ain't got to worry. They got to worry about the Cowboys next week. That's going to be the game of the year right there.
Yeah, we look forward to it. I hope the Cowboys probably going to overlook their teams they play this week so that they can have a classic battle.
Don't overlook the Bears, Miss Dana, thinking about them Cowgirls now.
All right, gentlemen.
You know, Rev server going to be pretty unique if y'all let the Bears beat y'all.
Mr. Dana going to hire Sonar to drop it on Rev.
Oh, me? Oh, Rev. He don't want me dogging the team out, not me.
Yeah, Jones and Fishman, Sky.
All
right. Have a good one, man. Thank y'all, everybody, for watching episode 261. We'll see y'all next week. I'm glad I have a good one who doesn't participate in those kinds of things.
Love you, Miss Dana. Bye-bye, baby.
Take care, everybody.